The best thing is to approach them and talk about it. Say, I've noticed that something's going on. You're acting a little differently than you usually do, or I'm concerned about you, and have kind of an open dialogue, meaningful conversation. And I think the role of a coworker is different than a manager and supervisor, though. As a manager, you actually have a legal obligation to find out what's going on. And so I think at that point you have a very pointed conversation, privately of course, and say, I've noticed whether you're coming in late all the time, or your work isn't as up to par as usual, you seem distracted. And I think as a manager, it's best to walk into that conversation with some resources on hand. So knowing, whether your agency has an employee assistance program, or knowing some sort of resource that you can offer to your staff person in the community. And focus on the strengths of the individual, talk about how much they're valued on the team, and initiate the conversation in a positive way so they don't feel overwhelmed or anything negative resulting from it. We all experience different stressors in our day-to-day jobs, but in terms of healthcare security, you're often in situations that are a little unknown. You're dealing with patients and you're dealing with families, and often in acute care hospital settings where things change very quickly, and sometimes you're working in chaos in the emergency department. So definitely high stress. I think one thing that's important to keep in mind that we all have life stressors that impact on our mental health. So life stressors are the things that bring about significant anxiety or stress in our lives. So it can be something negative, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a promotion, the loss of a job, or a breakdown in a relationship, but also positive things in our lives impact our mental health. So, getting a promotion, being promoted to a manager or a director, starting a new job, or getting a house, getting married, having children, all these are positive things, but they actually impact on our mental health. So we might not know really what's going on. So it's really important to be self-aware what's going on for you, and also what's going on around you as well in your work environment.